What is up, guys? Today we're going to have another replay from my friend JackSparrow. Said it was a pretty interesting game to watch. There's going to be a lot of combat, a lot of naval and aircraft combat. Starting off, getting rovers to mid, getting some vision, just scouting your opponent out. A lot of this metal here on mid lane, like 600 metal up for grabs, and they're going to scramble and try and get it first before the other team does. That's actually 1600 metal. That is a lot. Energy as well, and we're seeing a lot of these new roles happening on this map here, but it was always here to begin with. Like, for example, let's say you go seaplanes here, or you just if you're pyromathic, or if you're John Hunter, you just build like a hovercraft and try and flank your opponent from this side or this side up here. So a lot of these roles that were already here in the game, but people just started testing them out and seeing how they do. Tangibility will get assaulted pretty soon by Kaiser Glass's ships. Usually this spot that Pyromathic and Kaiser Glass have always get their access to the water first. So Dr. Drawn and Tangibility are going to be on the back foot when it comes to Navy. They're going to start producing ships later on and probably risk losing control of the seas. Tangibility making a submarine, which none of these ships can deal with. The ships of Kaiser Glass, that is. And that is a pretty good move, as the submarine can just sink these ships without a problem, without even a fight. And we have 4 commanders here on mid. I think it was this game is under the update, the new commander update, where the commanders have 1250 metal and have reduced explosion range and are immune to D-gun, as I've heard. Goody, no energy here to destroy this turret. This turret getting repaired, getting a lot of experience, and this is just a bit unfortunate for Goody. Still getting hit by this turret, not sure what he's doing. Kind of insane. That turret has a lot of experience, a lot of damage right now. That is pretty good. I'm not sure what Goody was doing there. That was pretty uncalled for in experience. Not sure. That was just his head in the clouds. No, this is without the commander update. Still at 2000 metal. These commander explosions are still pretty big. And yeah, commander wreckages do have 2000 metal. Tangibility. Yep, working his way pretty good right now. These submarines, this submarine was a very, very good idea to go for. Dr. John actually has control of his seaside, so he is going to be able to put up a fight against Pyromathic. And these skaters are not that great. Have some light anti-air solution, but overall not the greatest ships, especially when they're up against dolphins. But we will see about that. Mr. Fox having to retreat here. John Hunter needs to push as their teammate straight up died. Goody losing his commander there. And the metal already got recycled by MNO. Guys, you should always pay attention to your commander. It is your strongest unit early game, especially when it's on the front line. There's some commander changes that happened yesterday or the day before that, but still your commander is your most important unit. It can turn the tides of the battlefield if you know how to use it well, that is, of course. And I'm not sure why Ubivan hasn't opted. He's just, I guess, using his commander for some build power, but he should go off to recycle it as soon as possible, get that 2000 metal, speed up his economy. We're going to see a lot of naval combat. Kaiser Glass going for these submarines as well, 3 of them. That is going to be big trouble for Tangibility. He's going to be on the back foot here. Only has 1 sub, going up against 3, and a lot more ships. Kaiser Glass is really trying hard to seize control of this North Seaside, North Sea Front, however you want to call it. Pyromathic and Dr. John just stagnating a little bit, not not moving, just putting the troops on standby. A lot of artillery coming from Cascade, just trying to help Goody's front line here. Tangibility destroying these metal extractors from Kaiser Glass. That is pretty good. Not sure how long he had them up, but these dolphins are going to be in trouble. Oh, those torpedoes do pretty serious AoE damage. These dolphins may very well go down. Oh, that is so catastrophic. These submarines do a lot of damage. And there's 3 of them. We have a destroyer up for tangibility, but there's just a lot of these ships. Destroyers are pretty strong, but 3 submarines, they can take it down pretty easily. We have a submarine for tangibility, but all of them miss, I guess. And there it goes. And this destroyer is going to have a lot of trouble with all these ships. Probably won't even have a chance to fire against these submarines. The destroyer gets destroyed. How ironic. We have Zaid stepping up to the front line and saying that they need to push this lane forward. That might be a problem since we have 17 of these shell shockers, the artillery, the light artillery, which does not hit light at all. Zaid getting his commander, half HP. Could be even less, not just 50 HP. If we had more concentrated shots from that artillery, it could have ended better. Dr. John getting some submarines of his own. Gonna get a destroyer up. The sea is pretty heavily contested. Tangibility, did they see each other? Tangibility just getting a turret straight up. Should get another one just for good measure. And this is the update where the turret still has bonus damage against commander. Did this turret go down? Yeah, the MVP turret that had a lot of EXP went down. What do we see here? Tangibility just getting invaded here, getting attacked on by a lot of these boats. These boats are not... They have some light lasers, but that's pretty much it, I guess. No serious damage. And this offshore torpedo launcher does not have enough range to hit this destroyer. And there's some submarines which can just one-shot these dolphins without a problem. And this destroyer probably going to be up next. Okay, doing some OK micro. This dolphin stuck on the shore here. Pretty unfortunate, but John trying to aggress the position of Nin Zaid. We're seeing a lot of these bots come in from Fluffy Chicone, I guess. But they're not gonna make a big difference against these shell shockers. That is just a lot of metal. Soon to be destroyed. A lot of metal spent on these grunts. Each of these grunts is 36 metal, that is correct. And that is a bit, 34 grunts, so that is around 1,000, a bit over 1,000, if I'm correct. A bit over 1,000 metal. That is just a lot of metal going into these grunts just to get them degunned twice by John or just completely demolished by that. That is 1,000 metal traded with 2,000 metal. We're going to scramble to secure this John Hunter commander wreckage. And we have some tanks coming from MNO. That is, well, he is front line, but this guy in the back line should help his team out. The front line that wins here is going to win the game, but it's pretty back and forth right now. If there was another player, like let's say if Holy Iraqi made like 20 tanks and went through the front line here, maybe could have made a difference, but right now it's not, just because there's like 20 of these shell shockers from Cascade who helped his team and is still getting pretty good economy, still pumping out vehicles. And tangibility getting back into the sea along with the commander here. D-gun's not going to go through here, I believe. Yep, that you just cannot do that. That is like some underwater laser. And Kaiser Glass is going to go down. Question is, yep, the boat is gonna go down as well. That is 4,000 metal into water. And we do have Grim Reapers, which are gonna help in this endeavor here. We do have Grim Reapers for both Kaiser Glass and Tangibility. And they already started taking that metal in. We should try and get rid of them. Should try and get rid of these subs as well. Can we get it in the water here? Man, I hope we could, but I guess not. Could be an interesting view. In any case, we have mid lane. We have some units going through. Is that the case? No, I guess not. Just a lot of this artillery that is has some maces coming in to reinforce the position, but we have hounds coming from the... Is that teal? Not that great with the colors. In any case, Holy Iraqi coming in to help the front line. Are those Gauss cannons? Yeah, those are Gauss cannons. Some of them, actually most of them, are Gauss cannons. Pretty good for going up against T1 units. Very fast projectiles. Switch to heavy plasma now. That is for slower, more bulkier targets and just bigger AoE. Here comes a ghost. Let's see if it's gonna do. Let's see if it does something. Actually, it's just standing there for the time being. But we should try and hit this. Could be in danger here. But that ghost does not have any good targets, so to say. Not the best target, just tier 1 artillery. Probably gonna see something. Oh, a lot of bombers from Firepluck, I imagine. Or is it Ubivan, sorry. And that is some pretty good bombing here. Well, so to say, here come the fighters. Did not achieve what he wanted to. That was not the greatest bombing, to be honest. Oh, and Pyromathic's base getting assaulted by a lot of ships from Dr. Drawn. Question is, will he be able to survive this? I doubt it, as he only has 1 destroyer going up against 4 destroyers. And oh so many of these dolphins. Pyromathic is in big trouble right now. He could very well lose his C position, and there is 5,000 metal here, and he loses his commander. A lot of torpedoes coming in from the Corsairs, from the destroyers, and Pyromathic almost out of the game, pretty much. We have light anti-air from these skaters, so these shurikens are not going to do anything pretty much. They're just going to go down 1 shot, 2 shot, and that is it. Pyromathic getting completely destroyed by Dr. Drawn. He was just stocking up on units, and he's sneaking his commander in here to grab the control of the enemy shoreline. That is actually a pretty good strategy. That is actually a pretty good strategy. I never moved my commander here when I was playing the C, and if I won, I never moved my commander over. And mid lane, getting pushed in pretty hard. This was This was Goody, completely losing his position, getting destroyed by these Mausers, Shell Shockers, and Hounds. Pretty decisive push. A lot of them died here. A lot of these maces and thugs, but Goody's base getting almost completely destroyed. He has 1 advanced metal tractor left, a couple of windmills, but that is not gonna make a difference. He is pretty much out of the game. And we have... Okay, we see a lot of these LSAWs trying to destroy Kaiser Glass. Kaiser Glass having some paladins, but this T2 shipyard has been destroyed. Still have a lot of boats coming in from Tangibility. Just a lot of T1 boats, a lot of dolphins, some resurrection subs just trying to take that metal. He is destroying the build power here, which is the good choice. These paladins will not be able to do anything specific against those, and we have more of them on the way. Kaiser Glass is just open here, not being able to do much. Even though he has stronger ships, these ships are just coming in doing eco damage. This is really annoying for him, and even the ship is getting hit a lot. Very low on HP. Trying to construct his advanced fusion reactor close to the shore, which is not the greatest idea. Should have just moved the build power. If you're losing C, this is just gonna go out completely and you're out of the game, which could very well be the case here. May or may not be the case. I have dolphins coming out, but he's trying to attack. He should put his units in a better position here, but a lot of these units stocking up on mid. Do we have snipers? Yeah, we do have snipers from Mr. Fox, and just a regular jammer radar combo. Hounds with jammers and Mausers with radars and jammers. T1 spam just to put the artillery under pressure. And Dr. Drawn completely dominating the sea, making a bot lab here. Constructor just getting some units out. We're not expecting this. We have a pitbull here, but I'm sure Pyromathic is not expecting this type of push. They are gonna see this. Maybe they even saw it. Not sure. We don't have a radar going on here. So are those are actually torpedo bombers. They can just they can launch torpedoes underwater. This is good from Ari Russ. It's gonna do a lot of damage to these aircraft, but they do have some anti-air. These torpedoes are pretty strong, and they saw the location of Dr. Drawn. Those torpedo bombers won't be able to. Here come the fighters of Ubivan. Those torpedo bombers cannot bomb shore. They can only bomb water and ships. So they won't be able to. What was that? So they won't be able to destroy commander's position here. And Pyromathic is in trouble if Dr. John stocks up on these pawns and sends them through. They're being attacked from the side, which is not the most ideal thing. A lot of these ships from Tangibility. A lot of the ships coming from Kaiser Glass as well. He finished his advanced fusion reactor. Meanwhile, Tangibility just having one regular fusion reactor. Why are we pinging so much? What is this? This is a torpedo gunship. First time I see this. Is this a seaplane platform? Yeah, that is a seaplane platform. Puffin torpedo gunship. First time I see this. Pretty interesting. Tsunami seaplane bomber. Okay. And seaplane gunship. I think Tangibility's idea here is just to try and destroy this T1, T2 yet again, but this time Kaiser Glass is just way stronger. Still a lot of these ships down in the water. This is insane. This is so much metal. 6,000 metal here in the water next to Kaiser Glass's base. Tinwax ecoing, even giving Kaiser Glass one of his fusion reactors, getting an APHIS up finally. I'm not sure if this is the fastest way to go. He's trying to make some hovercraft, but never sent those hovercraft to raid. Still fine. Oh, here come Dr. John's pawns, but he's only making pawns. He's supposed to make this crossbow amphibious anti-air bot to help his units move, but it is a bit too late. He did not expect these shurikens. Pretty unfortunate. He saw them coming though. He should have seen it. Should have seen it here. He could have destroyed Pyromathic's base completely. Instead, gets his position destroyed here by a bomber, by a hailstorm. He's getting a battleship up, T2 battleship Dreadnought. But man, that was unfortunate. He only had anti-air ships. He's supposed to have a couple of bots, anti-air bots, and these shurikens just putting a stop to his advance here. Zaid in a pretty bad situation here. His teammate, MNO, getting destroyed, and Zaid is in trouble now. His advanced fusion reactor got destroyed. Holy Iraqi has a Razorback and a Thor, but it is alone, and it is gonna be a problem. He fired out the EMP missile. Doesn't hit anything, which is unfortunate. Hitting his Thor very low. Well, not very low, 30%, and he's gonna have to go back. Still have a Starlight here. Just gonna get destroyed by these. Why are we backing our units away? We're letting you shoot one more time. Okay. Having some Razorbacks come out from Holy Iraqi, but it is just a matter of time. These guys are controlling this mid-side completely. The shore. Actually, we can see some ships from Dr. John trying to help. Trying to help this mid lane. And oh, a lot of ships from Kaiser Glass. This water combat never lasted this long on Supreme Strait. Mostly just players either dominate or get dominated. That is pretty much it. But we still have back and forths in the water, except, well, for the Northern Sea, where Dr. John is just completely dominating. Like Jack says, pretty tight game, but I think Southside's gonna win this. This place is pretty open. You should try and get these metal extractors up. You're getting a lot of metal, reviving those Starlights. This is a problem for the North team to keep up with. We do have a lot of units coming in to help strengthen the resistance. And a lot of these ships coming as well. But these LSAs are not gonna do much against these Paladins, which just outrange them and outdamage them, have more health. Now we're trying to get a push here, but we should start seeing tier 3 or at least stronger tier 2 units, because this push is not going to happen. We're seeing some bombers. Pretty unexpected that Firepluck did not make bombers, or does he? He's making some anti-air, but he's not making air units of his own. He's just tick spamming right now while he's making these. While he's just upping his economy. He has 3 pinpointers, which is fine. 3 is enough for your entire team to have better radar locations and just better targeting of your, let's say, long-range plasma cannons and so on. Here we have the Razorbacks. Oh, that was a pretty good stun. That Razorback's gonna die 100%. Those ticks are just gonna destroy it. Send something. Nope. I was just advancing to. That is 19% from just one sniper shot. That is a lot of damage. I hate those snipers. Pretty cool that you can just view the battlefield like this. See it from the mountain. That is pretty cool. Oh, yep. That kind of gives an overview here. Very interesting. So still, situation no better for the Southern Sea. We're seeing a flagship coming out from Dr. John. It's almost done. 60%. Sitting on a lot of metal. Has a lot of resurrection subs. Has missile cruisers, which are pretty good. Those can actually, I'm not sure why he's putting them there. You can just completely destroy this position from Brown. What is going on? He shouldn't even invest in this flagship. He should just make a lot more missile cruisers and just completely destroy the positions of these players. That is just a lot of suppression. Not sure what Epoch is going to do here, that these missile cruisers cannot. It's not even hitting the right spots, and the range is so huge. You can just like Look at this. He can come to the shore and like completely destroy these entire bases. If only he had vision. And he can get a radar ship actually. Like, let me just check. Long range battle submarine. That is pretty cool actually. Long range battle submarine. Didn't know these existed. Where's the... Is there a radar ship? That is a radar jammer ship, but I guess all these ships do have radar. Like Epoch does have it. Does the longbow have it? Radar, yeah, 1000. So he can even see the units once he gets close to the shore. But yeah, in any case, are we gonna see these advanced battle subs? Barracuda, fast assault submarine. Just see a Barracuda. Oh, that is a lot of bombers. Can we stop the spam? I guess just to pay attention, but Firepluck is gonna bomb this, I think. Is he? No, he's just gonna bomb the fusion reactor. Just gonna destroy this entire thing here. All his bombers go down, but this does not change the situation here. Even though he got his base completely destroyed, he still has a lot of ships here. He can rebuild, just buy himself time with all this navy that he has. And here we see Dr. Drawn's Epoch finally getting into play. Laying down fire onto the beach of the southern players. A lot of these snipers. That is quite a lot of them. Like 10, 15. Yeah, around that number. 17. Actually seeing a lot of these paladins from tangibility as well. Oh, a lot of marauders here from Holy Iraqi, just in the middle of the base. They did not expect it. Oof. That is pretty bad when you don't see it coming and you're actually not controlling water at all. And that is the reason that they actually show up, the marauders here. Pretty versatile T3 unit, the weakest one, the weakest and the cheapest, but it is pretty versatile. There goes the advanced fusion reactor from John Hunter, I believe, or was it Goody or Cascade? In any case, that is just pretty catastrophic. Or was it Mr. Fox? Yeah, that was Mr. Fox's base actually. He is pretty done right now. Not the greatest thing. Epoch is going to do a lot here. Check its range. Oh, that is so much. 2400 range. Flagship. 17,000 metal. It's kind of cheap for a flagship, but if we had a... Oh, we were never going to build the plasma deflector in the first case. But, yeah. It's not gonna end well for brown and for red as well. There's just nothing stopping this flagship. We have some bombers from Ubivan, but still is a pretty tight game. More bombers coming in from Firepluck. Pretty well known bomber. Always when I see him in game, I just see him do bombers. And these strategic bombers are not going to do much against this Epoch. Like, not sure what he had in mind here, but and Platypus still like just at 74%, just losing 25%. Those are torpedo bombers, if I'm right. Yep, those are torpedo bombers, but are they gonna hit their mark? And how much damage do they actually do when hitting it? No, he's just sending one by one. If he sent like 20 to shoot him at one time, at the same time actually, yeah, that would have been better. But here comes Ubivan with like 20 bombers of his own, actually 35. And not sure what he's doing right now. There's anti-air over here. He's not paying attention to. Okay, well, that's like 3 solar panels. Oh, that's just a lot of bombers that did nothing, absolutely nothing. This Arbalest has a lot of XP, a lot of damage. That was pretty good. Not the greatest choice from Ubivan, but yeah, I guess he's making some torpedo bombers as well. I have 2 Thors pushing from Holy Iraqi. The other one did not get healed up, and those snipers are just standing there. It could be able to destroy this Thor at like 5% per shot, which is pretty insane. And those are gonna get... Yeah, this Thor is gonna die for sure. Surely. This is anti-air. Oh, they're pushing behind this. And these Thors are going in without anything stopping him here. This Thor is gonna go down, but the second one will not. That is not good. This Thor can do some massive damage here. How on earth did it get so far? Just the turrets. Oh, here come the bombers. Bombers are pretty strong against the Thor. Cascade got his commander here. He's gonna try and degun it. Oh man, that's so unfortunate. Good thing nothing got destroyed by that commander explosion, and the Thor gets dealt with. Blue still trying to fight, still trying to get the units of tangibility. And he did not recover that well from the... He actually has the T2 shipyard yet again. Took all that metal that he had. Actually did not take all the metal that he had. Still has a lot. He's just resurrecting units, which is pretty good. He's just keeping his navy alive. And that is a second flagship for Dr. Drawn. Oh wait. Oh wait. Pyromathic. Getting his position here behind. I'm not sure how he sneaked that, but that is just a lot of subs. Will they be able to do anything? That's the question. These flagships are full HP. I'm sure they have a solution for these subs. Or do they? Can they shoot submarines? I'm guessing they cannot. They cannot shoot subs. That is insane. That is pretty insane. They cannot shoot underwater. They do not have an underwater weapon. And this is actually pretty bad. Dr. John is forced to retreat his... he's forced to retreat his flagships. One is going to go down. This could be a problem here. And they just keep shooting. Look at these torpedoes. 12%. 7%. Is going to get destroyed. Does it blow up? Or... it's going to go down. And all these ships are just taking AoE damage from these torpedoes. Finally getting paladins to deal with those. And almost one epoch goes down. It was 888 health. Lucky number in China, I think. But yeah. Finally have some missile cruisers doing work. And finally we have Kaiser Glass pushing Tangibility's base, destroying all his ships. Fireplug a lot of these bombers yet again. Not sure what he's up to, but he should target Holy Iraqi here. And we have so many of these anti-air turrets, strong anti-air turrets, arbalists everywhere. Mercury, 2 of them actually. Still have bombers here. Around 20 bombers. A lot of them went down now, and some fighters just dealing with them. Nothing's gonna come out of this. Why are we pinging so much? Oh, even though... No, it's not gonna go down. That is not enough. That is not enough. It barely stands though. If it was like 2 or 3 more bombers... If it was like 2 or 3 more bombers, that would have been pretty catastrophic. If only he put them in the right direction. And here comes the second unit of Marauders here. 19 Marauders. They are ready to oh, that's a stun on 5 of them, and there's still 14 left. Oh, a lot of these shurikens, but will there be enough of those? Some gunships, and these Marauders have been met with serious resistance only from aircraft, and they will not be able to do anything whatsoever. They saw them coming, or if they didn't, they just put in. They just have pretty fast reflexes overall. They were just aware of everything. Maybe they expected it coming. They foresaw it coming. In either case, very, very, very good work from these players on the south side. Let's see if these gunboats. Well, those epochs have anti-air solution. They've been repaired, which is a problem. Yet again, a problem for red. They have radar 1530. Yep, radar. So let's see what it sees. Oh wait, it's actually getting dealt a lot of damage by these sabers, by these gunships. Oh my god, and it goes down. That is so much damage from these gunships. Wait, what's the DPS in those? 175, but how come it just gets destroyed so fast? That is like 20 gunboats, not even. That is insane. And a flagship goes down. But Fluffy Chicone starts pushing with his Fiends, with his Sheldons. MNO joins that fight, starts pushing. Goody having a Thor here, but that is not gonna do too much. Let's see if these guys actually make something work here. Definitely have to get a better processor for this. 8 frames, 10 frames, that is not ideal. And we have both seas being completely dominated by, wait, hover tanks? And so many of them. Tinwax, yeah, he's up to no good. That could be GG's. That is so many of these crocodiles. Let me check, 100 of them, and even more on the way. This is yeah, this is not gonna go well. Not at all. That should be game. That should be game. Already a lot of players leaving for the southern team, and we should see crocodiles coming in at any point now. Yep. Oh, these ticks are no match for those. I just put them in. Three Thors from Goody, but or was it two. It's two. Actually, three Thors from Goody, and all of them resurrected. God damn. And here come the crocodiles. Oh, a lot of units meeting him here, and a lot of these seekers from Kaiser Glass, but a lot of air units here. The battlefield switch positions. Now it's here, and not sure these crocodiles will be able to do anything serious. Oh, what did we see here? How did this get destroyed? Not sure. Here comes the Thors. And Red getting completely destroyed by his opponent, Dr. Drawn, who was slower on the sea, but still just dominating Pyromantic. He should put some more games into Navy. Should get some more experience. These stun shurikens are not able to stun unparalyzable units, so not sure what they were doing there. This is pretty much over. Yeah, this is pretty much over. Just a lot of these hovercraft just gonna start being sent onto the sides, onto the flanks. So many bombers here, trying to get rid of this Thor before it does any considerable damage, but still at 3,000 health. It goes down. Unlucky, but oh my god, there's so much anti-air. And we even have fighters coming in from Holy Iraqi, I think. Ubivan, actually. Are we going to see bombers come in from Ubivan? We see him starting a T1 spam from 5 labs, which is good. Should always keep your opponent in check like that when it comes to late. But no, I doubt this comeback is real. Definitely not. I have more Marauders here from Tin Wax. Too bad that they lost on all fronts. That was pretty unfortunate, I guess. Losing both seas, losing mid. Goody just giving up his commander for no reason whatsoever. That was the thing that got me angry the most, let's say. That was just careless use of your commander, of your most important unit early game, and especially when you're frontline. And there's just gonna be so many of these hover tanks converging on the location here. We have a lot of these bombers from tangibility. He took over, I guess. Yeah, he took over. The orange player, I forgot who was it. It was Fireplug. He knows. He knew this was done, so he just took over. And there is actually 65 of those bombers. That is insane. Too bad he cannot do anything with it at the moment. We have units approaching. And wait, those are from Cascade. Yeah, they're just coming back. There's some radars. No, actually just stealth fighters. Sprinters and just pawns overall. Just a lot of these vehicles. 5 Thors. That is not gonna look good. I mean, nothing looks good at this point. So much anti-air. Sweeper, anti-air hovercraft. Okay. Got some stun bombers from tangibility, but that is not gonna cut it. There's definitely going to be some units that leak through, and yep, there we go indeed. If they're this close and this many in the, numbered, is too late. And this is just insane. So many bombers, so many fighters, so many tanks. Here come the Thors. And there goes the advanced fusion reactor. A juggernaut? Oh, already? Okay. I mean, already 46 minutes in. That's the first juggernaut that we see. But that's still fine. I mean, it was over pretty much, and these players knew it, so just wanted to leave fast and maybe get into the next game. But yeah, there we go. We see a forfeit for the Southern team. Pretty expected, but it was an interesting game. I think Navy is the most important role here. Not gonna lie, like you should win your seaside. If you win sea, you just have so much presence, and you can just do so many things. If your sea is open, you can like flank with units. You can open up a lot of possibilities. Just like bombard your opponents with these like missile cruiser ships and all that. But yep, just goes to show that it's pretty important to know your lane. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one.